was spent breaking down Stardust script. We had to pick out the costume, makeup, prop, the actual characters, what was going on, the setting. It was a 104-page script. Time to start designing. I had to pick out 3 characters from the script and do designs. I picked out the star, the evil witch, and Tristan, who falls in love with the star. I was going to do a traditional Victorian costume with white and gold and make it look like a goddess, but then I watched Into the Woods and completely changed my mind. Because I'm not very good at drawing, I decided to do 3D designs on a small model mannequin. I used a variety of different materials and stuck them together with double-sided tape and pinned it on to the mannequin. I decided to do editorial fashion, which is always crazy. I braided some thread together and made a headpiece. I also added tissue paper arms and a trail at the back. I made many different designs. This one was done with net and a fake flower. I basically used any scrap fabric that I had left. This dress, I made it shorter at the front and longer at the back with a detachable trail. I then reused the same dress, but this time the trail was not detachable. It was time to get serious. I hand stitched the dress together and then put sequins on. Here are some of the pictures of the designs I created throughout the day. I decided that I was going to do a cosmic galaxy costume with stars in it. But before I could make it, I had to do some tests on how I was going to make it look like the galaxy. I watered down acrylic paint and got a paintbrush and flicked it off a yogurt pot to create splatters. I then used my fingers to blend the colours together. I had to layer splatters on top of splatters to create this look. It was a time-consuming process, but I enjoyed doing it. After, I added white splatters to create the look of stars. Time to do the test. I cut out a skirt pattern piece and then drew around it on fabric, which I folded in half and then folded again. I then cut it out. I wanted to make a whole round skirt without any stitches in the middle, but somehow I ended up with 2 pieces. I pinned the 2 pieces together to make one whole skirt. I then sewed it slowly, taking the pins out one at a time as I went down. The skirt was made. I then had to make a belt for it. Because I was making a size 10 skirt, the belt had to be 28 inches long, but I decided to do it in 2, so I halved it, which was 14 inches, and then joined them together and sewed them so it was one whole round belt. All you experts will know what I did wrong here, but I guess you learn from your mistakes. I pinned the whole belt onto the one side of the skirt and not all around, and then I sewed it and I sewed it closed. So I'd basically sewn the whole skirt together and you couldn't get into it. I had a fun lunchtime unpicking the skirt. I forgot to vlog that because I was kind of stressed, but I'm sure you get how I felt. I then pinned the whole belt around the skirt, not just one side, and sewed it together. I then flipped over the piece that wasn't sewn down for the actual waistband and pinned it down and sewed it together. The skirt's made with a waistband. We're off to the Birmingham Rag Market. Spoiled for choice. Before I started making the actual skirt, I wanted to see which material was best. One was a stretchy black material and one was a stiff plasticky type. I did exactly what I did on the paper test, but this time the material was absorbing the paint. I used my fingers to blend it in and add layers. Splattered more on and rubbed it in. The more I splattered on, I rubbed it in more so that it would look natural and add to the effect. The first one is the stretchy fabric, which has absorbed the paint, and the second one is the plasticky type, which the paint has sat on top. I then halved the fabric and then folded it again to make the skirt. I then cut the corner of the fabric to make the waist of the skirt, and then cut a C shape around the end to get the flare of it. I pinned it onto the little mannequin. I gave it a little top.